Hi, and welcome to this short live stream where I will talk about why I do believe that live challenges is one of the most powerful ways to both grow your audience and at the same time grow your and scale your business, right? So my name is Angela. For you who don't know me, I'm a live launch expert and a business strategist, and I help my clients to craft a one-to-many high-ticket flagship offer and to scale their businesses and grow their businesses using live events. So it could be webinars, masterclasses, challenges, and live launches. That is what we build inside my program. And I'm so happy that you wanted to join me. And as you can hear, English isn't my first language. I am from Sweden, but I lived in south of Spain. And as you can see, I'm in a hotel room today because tomorrow I am going to Italy, to Rome, and then south down to Sicily. So this, I really hope that the internet is going to be stable so we can wrap this up. I would love to know where you're watching from. So if you are live, please let me know where you're watching from. And if you are replay, let me know that you have watched this replay. So I would love to know if you've ever done any kind of challenges. It could be workshop, 3-day, 5-day, or live launches during like a 9-day live launch. I would love to know where you are, or if you have done anything like that, and what did you think about it? I would love to know in the comments. So take out pen and paper because I'm going to give you some whys I do believe this is one of the most powerful way, but I will also give you a lot of tips what not to do and when a challenge doesn't work. I have been to a lot of challenges that have been actually really bad. They have either been just information, they have been unstructured, so you have no idea what you actually are doing, or it's been like a 5 or a 3-day pitch fest, like a brag fest. And none of them are ways how we built our challenges or our webinars or live launches inside my program, because one of the key things about the challenge is that you are going to show up and show your knowledge and bring value to your audience. And by showing up unstructured and just share information that people could have watched on the YouTube, that is not going to give you the impact that a challenge actually can do for your audience and your business. So take out pen and paper, and we're going to jump right in. So happy that you joined. Welcome, Anna, Sophia, Lisa, Peter. Hi. Oh, yeah, exactly. I have actually just been to Italy once, so it's going to be awesome to go. Yes. So jump in, take out pen and paper. One of the foundation why challenges work so well is that you show up as you, okay? You show up as you. I could actually go out there and buy a program, and I could copy that program and I could sell it, right? That is possible, right? But this, you can't fake this. No one can copy you, right? You are unique, and people buy from people. People get to like you, people get to know you, people get to trust you, then they buy. And people have become really smart online, so they want to get to know you. They want to trust you. They want to feel this connection. I can promise, most of your audience have bought some kind of program helping them with whatever you are doing and spent both money and time on things that hasn't worked. So they won't do that again. So they want to get to know you and know if this can work for them. And the best way to do that is to show up live. Speak directly to your audience, directly to her needs, answering questions, interact and engage with your audience, and they can engage in you, and you can build that strong connection, that really strong connection that live challenge actually do, okay? So that is number one. The number two thing is that it builds authority. It's combined with number one, because when you show up several days in a row, so let's say a challenge is let's say a 5-day challenge, and you show up live 5 days in a row, you build authority. You are the expert in whatever you teach during this 5 days. You are the expert. You're the go-to person. You show up and you speak directly live to your audience on a subject, on a topic that is close to your heart, and that is valuable for your audience, right? So you build authority. You become the expert. You go from like being a 1 in a million to being a category of 1, right? So that is the second thing. The third thing is that people out there, your audience, they're so overwhelmed with all the information that is in your market space. It could be anything, right? In any market. You can look at any market and there is so much information that people get overwhelmed because they don't know where to start. It's too complicated. So if you show up live, take them step by step during a challenge and guide them and lead them, you are going to be really magnetic to that audience. And they're just waiting for you to come with this simple way to actually tell them what is the next step and how can you help them, what do they need to do, what kind of system, what kind of plan, or what kind of help do they actually need. They're just waiting for you to show up with something simple because they're so tired of all the information. Just look at YouTube, how much information, if you search for, let's say, weight loss, I mean, how many videos are they? Where should you start, right? So if you show up with a clear topic on a specific subject, helping with a problem that is in top of their mind, that is going to be really irresistible to join, okay? That is number 3. Number 4, that also goes back to you, because what challenges do is that it's simple, and I love simplicity. I can't stand all the tech people say that you need to have. You actually can run a challenge using your phone. You actually doesn't need anything more than a phone and a Facebook group, a phone and a YouTube, right? A phone and Instagram. That is all you need, right? So you don't need all this complicated tech. You don't need any platforms if you don't want to. You don't need any kind of complicated funnels. You don't need any complicated pages. And you don't need all that complicated things. So it's so easy to set up the tech because there is none. So when we do run our challenges, the number 1 platform that we use are, of course, Facebook. And we run it in a Facebook group. But you can run challenges on Clubhouse. You can run challenges on YouTube. You can run challenges on Instagram Live. You can run challenges on your Facebook page, right? So you actually can run them on several different, you can run them on LinkedIn, on your profile, on your page, right? So, but they work really well on Facebook, and most people use Facebook. So it's one of the biggest platforms. So you don't need all that tech. So it's easy, right? Really easy. The number 5 things why I love live launches and live challenges is that it builds this like, know, and trust. It's the highway to like, know, and trust. It's like they start like you somewhere. It could be a post, it could be some video, it could be a live somewhere in a group or on LinkedIn, wherever they kind of start to like you. You invite them into your challenge, and during those 5 days, they get to know you. They get to know everything about you because you built this, right? You built this. And the best way about this is not only that the people that really like you stay, it also eliminates the people that don't like you. And that is a good thing because they will never ever be clients, right? And when you work with clients, you want it to be a good match. There is no such thing that is so hard to work with the wrong client. There is no such thing that is so hard to be a client for a coach that isn't a match because you're not getting the result that you want, okay? So you build the like, the know, and the trust. And when they start trust you, then they buy, right? So people won't buy from you until they trust you. That is why challenges are so powerful, especially when you run them on several days instead of just like a 3-day. So you run a 5-day or a 9-day live launch, and they get to trust you. And you can sell really high ticket programs just with a click and buy, because they already know what they're getting, right? They already know what you are providing, what kind of value, what kind of knowledge you have. Because of course, a challenge needs to be structured. I hope this makes sense. So with that said, there are some things when challenges doesn't work. What have happened is that we see all these people doing challenges and we think it's so simple. So you can just show up and speak about something, but it isn't, because you need to structure the days, right? You need to run on the momentum. You need to have people showing up all the days, because you open cart on day 4. So you need to have the audience stay to day 4. So it doesn't work to just show up and share information, because people won't show up 5 days in a row. Okay, so you need to structure all the days in a specific way to get people to stay. Okay, I'm going to give you some things where what I see that challenges doesn't work. Okay, first of all is when someone has crafted a challenge that doesn't solve a problem that is in top of your dream client's mind. So for my dream clients, the biggest problem is I'm not getting any clients, I'm not getting any leads, and I am not getting any sales, right? This is what I need to create my challenge about, because otherwise people won't sign up. So you're not getting any leads. So if I crafted a challenge that would actually like clarify your niche, not a lot of people of my dream client would sign up, because they do believe that they are in a perfect niche. They are just not getting any clients. So whatever challenge I choose, I need to aim for a problem that is in top of the mind. But that is something I see a lot. Topics and subjects and titles that makes no sense, okay? The number 2 is when you use titles and you use topics, especially titles that no one understands what it is. So you're trying to make things cool. You're trying to use funny words and that kind of stuff. The problem with that is that nobody understands what it is. Nobody understands what it is, so of course they won't sign up. That is going to make you not getting any leads inside the challenge, okay? Number 3 is when they don't understand the value. And what have happened here is that there is a lot of challenges out there. People have signed up for so many free things, but they're kind of fed up with things that doesn't bring any value. They leave the challenge learning nothing because it have just been information. So what you need to understand is that it's your job to communicate the value of your challenge, so people actually signs up to your challenge, even if they have been to 15, 20, 30 challenges that was complete rubbish, they're going to sign up for yours. So you need to learn how to communicate the value. And when the audience doesn't see the value, they're not going to sign up, okay? And then we are, the one thing also is that when the challenge doesn't give any kind of result at all. So what happens is when the audience doesn't get any kind of result at all, it was just meaningless to just spend 5 days with you. They could have watched one video on YouTube, then they're not going to come back. First of all, it's not going to convert because they're not going to become paying clients. And the second, they won't come back. They won't stay in your bubble, okay? What you want for the people, your audience, is to leave the challenge feeling that this was so valuable. So even if they don't buy, they're going to recommend people to join your challenge, right? That is the goal you should have. And I've been to a lot of challenges that has absolutely no value. I could have just read an email and it would have been same value, right? And then the next thing is when the teaching part has no structure. An unstructured challenge doesn't work. People will leave on day 2. They won't stay on the day 4 because they don't understand what it is. They learn nothing. It's a complete mess. You are a complete mess. You are all over the place. So that is why it's so important to understand to know what you do when you craft a challenge. It's not just to throw together 5 days. It needs to be structured. Okay. So that was things what I have noticed in a lot of challenges that don't work, that actually don't work. Okay. So don't go out and do that. So what I want to do is that from the 17th to the 21st of January, I am running a 5-day course in how to craft a challenge that converts really high and that you can put in a recurring system, a recurring challenge, like so it goes like a wheel to have a recurring 6-figure income from your challenge, right? So I'm going to talk about this and we're going to go through all the steps that actually needs to be in place for a challenge to convert really well. So one day we are going to talk about how to set up the foundation. So you can take your leads from cold to sold, right? That is why you run the challenge, is to get clients, right? We are spending one day talk about how to craft the outline, title, topic, what you're going to teach. So you pick something that is really irresistible for your audience. The number 3 is we're going to talk about how to set up a sales-driven presentation. So you don't end up losing people on day 2 or day 3. So they actually stay to day 4. So they hear your pitch. Okay. And then I'm going to talk about how you can master this system to put this up as a recurring system and get the recurring 6-figure income from a challenge. Okay. And one of the days I'm going to talk about one of my expertise is to craft high ticket one-to-many offers. That is group programs, because there is a lot of programs out there. And when you want to run a 5-day challenge or a 9-day live launch, you want to have a flagship offer. So you want to have your one-to-many flagship offer ready when you run those long challenges. Makes no sense to run a challenge with a low ticket offer, because you could have run a 2-day masterclass instead, right? So when you spend like 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, 8 days, 9 days, you want to sell something that is going to give you money in the bank and be worth all these days for you, right? So that is really important. So I'm going to spend one day to talk about the components that needs to be in place in those kind of offers. Because what I see a lot is that everyone wants to have a high ticket offer. They just don't know how to build it. So they put a price tag on a high ticket price tag on a low ticket offer. So it becomes kind of a bullshit offer. There's no value that is a high ticket. It's just that they say, I want a high ticket, and they put a high ticket on. There are certain components that needs to be in place on those kind of offers. So that is what I'm going to teach during 5 days. That challenge runs from 17th to 21st of January. And the link is above above this video, but also below in the comment section. So please click on the link, come and join. You will get a workbook. So you have workbook so you can fill out every day. So you actually, after this, can go out and craft your own live challenge, either a 3-day or a 5-day. I'm going to talk a little bit about the difference here. And you can go out and craft it by yourself. So that work can be worth like 10K, 20K, 30K. It's depending if you show up and do the work. Okay. So thank you so much for this small, short live, and welcome to my own challenge, my own launch, my own program course, the 17th to 21st of January. It's of course a free 5-day where you can structure. So it's so much value. And you who have been with me for my free things, you know that I share massive value. So this is not like any other workshop you have been. This has massive value. So I will see you there. So take care. Bye.